Hey guys, welcome back to your Python tutorial number 15, and today I'm going to talk about more methods and other stuff. So I'm going to go over methods first, and the first method I'm going to teach you guys is dot sort. So I'm going to need a list for this, and I'm just going to make a list, just random numbers like this. And so what sorted does is it just sorts anything in order if it's in a sequence, and it's like this. You don't need any parameters, so now you check it, and now bam, the numbers are in order. And another thing I want to teach you guys is sorted, and this is not like any traditional method. You just use it like this. It's like a function, so it's like this. But what this does is it takes in a string. So let's just have cheese. No, actually, let's have brand one, Chinese food. And now when it press enter, it's gonna sort everything in order. So the uppercase goes in the front, and all the lower cases are gonna be sorted in a bunch like this. So space, since there's a space goes first, and then the capitalized letter and all the lower cases, just like that in alphabetical order. Uh, and another thing I want to teach you guys is dot join, and it's basically you just join uh, elements together to make a sentence basically. So I'll show you guys. So I'm gonna make a sentence like I don't know, blah. I'm not very creative, and I'm just gonna be like, I love. Man, I can't type today, huh? Nice leathers. I go like this. I'm gonna make another variable. Don't worry about this yet. And so you're gonna need one variable that's like this. That's gonna fill the gaps, and you need a list which has all the strings in there. So I'll show you guys how it works. Join, and when you do that, just like this, it makes a sentence, and every between every elements, it just fills in this, and just like that. So yeah, and another method I want to teach you guys is dot upper and dot lower, and it you can kinda tell what it is, but I'll tell you guys anyways. So what this does is when you use dot upper or dot lower, it just makes every single alphabetical characters in your string uppercase or lowercase. So I'll just make an example. Let's have when you do this and dot upper, since nothing is uppercase yet, so it goes like that, and when it go like B, oh no, go like this, B dot upper, lower this time, and just like that. And another thing I want to teach you guys is, it's kind of similar, but it's more useful, I guess. It's dot capitalize, and you can't really tell. This is basically capitalizing the first letter, and it's like a word, and it's the first word of the sentence basically. So you go like this. And you just go like this, and x dot capitalize. You don't need any what's called arguments. So it is just like that. And this I'm not even gonna make an example of, but it's called dot title, like this. Oops. And what this does is basically you can put in a sentence, and then what it does is it's basically capitalized, but it's for every word. So yeah, that can be kind of useful. I'll make a new variable saying like, I don't know, and okay, I put spaces in there just because I need to use a method called .rstrip and .lstrip. And what this does is just removes all spaces from far right or far left respectively. And you can do this. Or .rstrip, and bam, it just delete the spaces on the right. And when I do this, it should delete all the spaces on the left. And yeah. It doesn't save, by the way, that's why it's like this. Uh oh yeah, and there's more. So I want to teach you guys dot replace, and you can't really tell, it's basically just replacing stuff. And let's just make a sentence. I don't know. So like to eat ice cream. Why did I delete that? And just go k dot replace ice cream. Oh no. Ice cream. Oh no, cookies. And when you do this, I like to eat cookies instead of I like to eat ice cream. And this is pretty useful, by the way. Uh, Another thing I want to teach you guys is dot find, and just like what it says, it just finds stuff and gives you the value of the thing where it just first occurs. And I'll show you guys how it works. So idk dot find, let's say eat. Oops. And it's gonna give you 10 because it's in the 10th place in the elements. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It also counts spaces, so yeah, that's why it's 10. Uh, and now onto some other stuff, and this is called a tuple. And what tuple is just basically a list, but it's kind of bad because it can't be edited, and it's only useful for just recalling values. And this one is done with parentheses. So let's just make a tuple. Meh. And it's like this. I'll just make a numbers like this. Like this. You can just do it like list, but you can't use any like, operators on them. That's kind of bad. So I wouldn't use it. I don't use it either. So yeah. And the last thing I want to talk about is how to format a string, which means how you can plug in variables into your string. So let's make a variable, str for string. Can I not do that? Alright, then I'll just like string. And assign it to like a string, saying actually, no. Today is sunny. Oh my god, I can't type. And I love it. And but whenever like you want to change one of these parts of strings, I should probably not press the enter because I was gonna edit something, but oh well, I'm just gonna update it. This is kind of messy today. I'm sorry guys. Today is late. So like you want to edit like parts of it like this and like this. So what you have to do is like you're gonna need variables first, and how you can use them when you're working with strings is by putting a percent sign, and then we're working with strings, so we're gonna put in s. And there's different types of it, but for today it's just percent sign s. So now the string is this. Uh, and so we don't know just yet that we don't know what we're gonna use for these, and we're just gonna make them right now. So let's just say I don't know var and go just list of variables basically. You go today is rainy and don't like. And how you use them is basically you gotta print them out. So print, and then the sentence that is missing stuff. So string, and then the percent value, percent sign. My bad. And then the variable with yeah. And when you do this, it just replaces stuff like this. So that's cool. And that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed and learned a lot. You guys should practice this because even I get confused sometimes. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.